What is going on, everybody? James Ballhead Tech coming in here, and I bet you're probably wondering, why are we in the backseat of my car? Well, that's because today I'm actually going to show you how you can hook up an Xbox gaming console into the backseat of your car. So if you're going on long road trips and you guys want to play some console gaming, or you have some kids in the backseat you want to keep entertained, I'm going to show you how you can actually hook up an Xbox gaming console in your car with just only a few items. Now, honestly, this is actually pretty cool because I will actually be using my son's Xbox One S. Just mainly because it is the most power efficient console on the Xbox platform. I'll put here on the screen right now the different gaming consoles ranging from the Xbox One all the way through the Xbox Series consoles, letting you know which ones are the more power efficient ones and which ones use up so much power, so you guys know what power inverter you guys should get. I'll be using this 200 watt power inverter from BMK. Now granted, while this is a 200 watt power inverter, the maximum power coming out of the cigarette lighter, which is what this one will use, is actually 180 watts out of my car. So if you want to get anything more than 180 watts of power, I recommend getting something that you're going to hardwire to your battery and run through there. So it's going to be a little bit more of a complicated process. But if you're doing something that's going to use less than 180 watts, I recommend going with this one because this one's actually a pretty good power inverter. It comes with 4 USB ports right here and 2 AC ports here on the front. And this is pretty good. If you're going to plan on powering a gaming console, also charging a laptop and your phones and plugging a whole bunch of things into this, I definitely recommend going more than 200 watts. But if you're looking at only just powering your gaming console and maybe a small monitor, 200 watts isn't bad. But if you're going to be using a Series X console, which uses up quite a bit of more power than the One S from previous generation, definitely I recommend at least going with 300 watts. 300 watts should be enough for you to kind of give you some extra headroom. So we're going to be using this power inverter. We're going to be using this mount right here that I have on the back of the headrest I got off Amazon. And we're also going to be using the GAEMS M155 monitor. Now, granted, this isn't something that's like 4K and latest and greatest though, but this will actually get the job done. This actually will be able to display your game on here. It also has a speaker on the back, but you also have the ability to plug in headphones here. But if you're using an Xbox or a PlayStation, you got the headphone jack right there on the controller. So if you want to use headphones, just plug it right into the controller. But you have the option of actually plugging in headphones to the back of the monitor if you want as well. This uses a micro USB power adapter and also just your HDMI port. Plus here's the mounting, where the mounting bracket goes right there. So let's get it going. Right now, as you can see, we have everything powered on. You see the red light that just came on right down here. And all you have to do is actually just turn on the Xbox console. You should hear it turn on right there. And then just hit the red power button here on the side, which that red light will go blue. And let's have our fingers crossed and see what happens. All right, as you can see, the GAEMS logo just came on, so that's good. We're getting some power to the GAEMS monitor. All right, they've got the Xbox logo, so we're going good so far. Listen, as you can see here, the Xbox console is actually turned on, so now we actually basically have complete access to all the games here. That's great, but we don't have an internet connection, so let me actually try to hook this up to my hotspot on my phone and just see how well of a connection we can get there. All right, as you guys can see here on the screen, I'll actually adjust the camera a little bit so it's a little bit easier for you guys to see. Now, as you guys can see right here, I'm actually able to access all my games. Now, keep in mind that since you don't have any internet with you here, unless you use your hotspot, it's going to probably be really slow. You're not going to really be able to use any of the online features like Game Pass or online multiplayer unless you use your hotspot. Now, keep in mind, actually, I've tried to use my hotspot here a few times, and actually it's been really slow, and I haven't really been able to play too many games, so actually I have taken it off the hotspot. Now, basically, once you download the game onto the hard drive, then you should be able to play the game no problem even without internet. So you should be able to play the Halo Infinite campaign no problem. Think games like Alien Isolation, Titanfall 2's campaign, things like that. But games like if you have kids and your kids want to play Roblox in the backseat, that might be a little bit iffy. You honestly might not be able to actually be able to play online multiplayer. Now, actually, my son's actually tried this once before with Roblox playing in the backseat and been able to be completely fine playing online multiplayer. Probably just because where we were on the freeway, though, we actually had more of a stronger connection with the hotspot. But honestly, here in this parking lot where I'm surrounded by buildings, I'm not really getting a strong enough signal, so I can't really do a lot of online multiplayer. So right now I'm actually going to play some Halo Infinite. And if you guys want to see if I can actually live stream from the backseat of a car as well, let me know down in the comment section below and leave a like on this video. And then maybe I'll make that my next video. Maybe I'll see if I can actually throw a camera up on here and hook up to my Xbox and maybe live stream from the backseat. Anyway, this has been James Ballhead Tech. I'll catch you guys next time. Have a good one.